Roll on, roll on, roll on. It's FA Cup time again, guys. And yeah, fourth rounders come around thick and fast. And we do have a very, very decent opponent this time around. We do have Manchester United. And this is a team that are playing very, very well under the likes of Solskjaer. 7 wins under their 7 wins in a row, and playing very, very decent football at the moment. The likes of Paul Pogba's playing very, very well. The likes of Marcus Rashford, he's scored 4 goals in 4 games at the moment. David De Gea playing very, very well, and overall, as a team, they're looking very threatening going forward. Defensively, they look a lot stronger, and this is more like the Manchester United team that we saw, a few years back. So overall, we've got to be aware of this team, and looking at Arsenal, we did have a really big win against Chelsea the other week, and we are playing very well. We've got a bit more confidence about us going forward, and as a team, we look a lot better as well, a bit more structured, playing that more of a forward the back approach. And it'd be interesting to see who Unai Emery goes with on tomorrow morning. So it'd be interesting. I feel that's going to be a lot more youngsters in there this game, and I feel that's going to be a few more experienced players in there as well. I feel like we're going to play it as a 4-2-3-1. I feel we did play that against Blackpool last time out, and we were very strong, and we did look very threatening going forward, especially, and a lot more structured defensively. So in goal, we're going to go the likes of Peter Cech. Obviously, we're going to go Cech every day of the week. We do know that Martinez has gone on loan to Reading for the rest of the season, so I expect to see Peter Cech playing in that cup role, obviously week in, week out now. So, Leno, he is obviously the Premier League goalkeeper, and I feel like he's too important. This is a game for, the likes of Cech to get a bit more game time under his belt, and make a bit more of a statement against the bigger clubs, against Manchester United. So I expect Peter Cech to go in goal. For the back, I want to see the likes of Socrates in there, and I want to see the likes of Mustafi in there. Socrates, a very important defender for us this season. Obviously, he can play Premier League, he can play all different cup games, but I feel like this is a game where we normally might drop him for it, but I feel like it's Manchester United, and I want us to make a bit of a statement about ourselves. And defensively, he's a very, very key player for us. He has that leadership about him. He's got that aggressive approach, very strong, likes to get in the faces against this Manchester United side. And I feel like he's going to be really, really key holding that forward the back line. Obviously, another hand side of the pitch, I'm going to see the likes of Mustafi in there. I feel like Mustafi would be perfect in that defensive midfield, defensive role as well. And I feel like he'd be perfect, partnering up the likes of Socrates. He's got that experience with him. And against the Manchester United team that are going to be coming out the blocks very, very quickly, they're going to start very positive. They're going to start very quickly, and they're going to really distribute that ball around the pitch very quickly and fast. So they're going to really get in our face. So I feel like these two would be perfect in that centre-back position. Right back position, I want to see Lichtsteiner. There was obviously the options of the likes of Carl Jenkins in there, Maitland-Niles, and there was obviously Bellerin, who is out, obviously injured for the rest of the season. So I feel like Lichtsteiner, he'd be perfect in that right back position for us. Obviously, he doesn't have that sort of a threat going forward, but I feel like defensively, he is a lot more secure, a lot more stable, and I feel like he can help the likes of Mustafi out if there is a few threats coming from the Manchester United attack. So looking at that left-hand side of the field, I want to see Monreal. Although he can't bomb forward, he can defend very, very well. And if we do have the likes of Klasnak in there, I feel like defensively we will lack it going forward. He does get forward very well, Klasnak, but defensively, that is where he does go wrong. And a team against Manchester United, I feel like this is going to be a team where we need to be a lot more structured, a lot more secure, and this would be a key game for the likes of Monreal. He can get some more game time under his belt, because I feel like he will be playing probably against the likes of Cardiff coming up this week. Going into that midfield role, I want to see El Neni in there. Obviously, we all know he might be out the door very shortly, but he's a defensive midfielder. He can come on and off all the time, and he does his job very, very well, in my opinion. He's quite a basic sort of defensive midfielder. Hasn't really got any jazz about him. Hasn't got any sort of swagger about it. But he does do his job very, very well. And against the Manchester United team, who I feel that they might have a few different sort of midfielders in there. We do know the likes of Fellaini is out, but I feel like they might have the likes of Herrera playing in there, and even probably Paul Pogba, who might be playing in there, or even a McTominay. So it'd be interesting to see how they go with it, Manchester United. But I feel like El Neni, he should retain his cup position in there, because I feel like he doesn't do much of a problem in there. Going into the other hand side of the pitch, I want to see Aaron Ramsey. We all know he's going to be out the door very shortly as well. But, you know, it's Aaron Ramsey. He's got that experience about him and he can get forward with the ball. He distributes the ball very quickly. And I like how he approaches the game in a lot of games. He's got that sort of desire, that sort of heart about him. And he's got the passion. And I feel like he's a key player who doesn't really, you know, play the ball around much, but he can get forward. He can really get in the faces of his team and he can really distribute the ball quickly, if you know what I mean, get it out. And I feel like he'd be very, very key for this game. Going into the attacking midfield role, very, very key position in this game, I personally feel. Obviously, we know that Manchester United, they are playing very well, but defensively, they do lack it. And against this big team, against Arsenal, you know, we can really cause a lot of threat. Obviously, David De Gea made some crazy saves against Spurs, and that really shown with the defence being very, very sloppy. So I feel like in the attacking midfield role, we're going to have the likes of Willock. Willock was brilliant against Blackpool the last time out in the FA Cup, and I feel like he should retain his place because I feel like he really does deserve it. Going forward, he's got, obviously, he does like to have a good boot on him, and he does like to distribute the ball very quickly. He's quite a quick, nippy sort of player, and he does like to intertwine with a lot of the other players going forward. So I feel like Willock could be perfect in there. You could go the likes of Mesut Ozil, but I don't feel like he should be starting this game. It's going to be a very physical Manchester United outfit, a very confident outfit. They're going to be really getting in our faces from the start and the get-go. And I feel like Mesut Ozil, he's the sort of player who should come on, you know, about 60, 70 minutes into the game. So I feel like we should have the likes of Willock playing in there. Left-hand side of the field, I want to see Alex Iwobi. Another very, very key player. A key player who can get down that pitch very quickly. He can cause a lot of threat and he can cause a lot of danger, especially for this Manchester United outfit. They do have the likes of Luke Shaw, who's going to be out. And I feel like, obviously, Alex Iwobi has been playing very well recently. He can get in the likes of Enner Valencia's face and really cause a lot of problems. And even like intertwine with the likes of Willock and get forward and even intertwine with the likes of maybe a Lacazette who might be going forward. So I feel like Alex Iwobi would be very key in there. Obviously on the right hand side of the field, another very important position, and that would be Maitland-Niles. Played very, very well against Blackpool the other month, and I feel like he's going to be, you know, retaining that place. Defensively, he doesn't really have it in that defensive position, but going forward, he does have that threat, he does have that ability to cause a lot of problems, and I feel like he'd be very, very important against the Manchester United outfit. They don't have the likes of Luke Shaw playing in there, so they're going to be playing with a few players, unexperienced players in there, and Maitland-Niles can have that ability to bomb forward and cause problems, intertwine the likes of Willock, and even intertwine the likes of Alex Iwobi, who can partner up and cause some problems in this part of the field. In the striker role, I want to see Alexander Lacazette. I feel like Alexander Lacazette is a very, very key player. We all know why. He has that backup. He has that sort of play about him where he can hold the ball up and really keep hold of it very well and really interchange it with the likes of Alex Iwobi or even the likes of Willock and Maitland-Niles and cause a lot of problems. He does have that really, you know, decent ability about him where you can really hold the ball up in the box and put it in the back of the net. And I feel like Alexander Lacazette is a key player for this game. I don't feel like Aubameyang should be starting this game, and I feel like Alexander Lacazette, obviously, did get a goal the other week against Chelsea. He's going to have that confidence about him, and he's going to have that hunger for goal against the Manchester United defence, who are still very, very weak. They do have a lot of players out injured, and I feel like he'd be key in there. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go over 4-2-3-1. Let me know, guys, down below what you think about it. And hopefully we do get the result against a very hot Manchester United team. I feel like it's going to be a very tight, cagey sort of affair. But hopefully it does, you know, spread out a bit throughout the game. In my opinion, look at score predictions. I want to see, I think it would be 3-2, I think, to the Arsenal. 3-2 to the Arsenal. I feel like this is going to be a very important game for us, especially going into a Cardiff game and against other games in the Premier League as well. So, you know, let me know, guys, down below your score predictions and your formations for the team. And, yeah, hopefully we do get the win against a very decent United side who should not be underestimated. And, yeah, that's what I have to go, guys. So let me know, guys, down below. And, yeah, I'll have a video out for the review after the game and obviously looking into the Cardiff game. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Cheers.